What is up, Wolverine Nation? Here we go, back at it again for our second commit of the day. And I still think I might see you guys again before the day is over to talk about another prospect that I believe is on the verge of committing. If not today, it will be soon. And there's more. We're not stopping at 3, I assure you of that. Our prospect today is Kaden Strayhorn, the freaking mauler out of IMG Academy, Florida. This kid is a dog. I am a fan of him. Um, you may look at the rankings here and say, oh, 435, what are we doing here? But that's the thing about centers, true centers, even though he plays right tackle at IMG, he will be a center prospect for Michigan. They just are not respected in the rankings. It's a position that is very undervalued simply because they base their rankings on NFL potential. And if anyone follows the NFL draft, a lot of centers don't get selected. A lot of guards get transitioned to center and things of that nature. So, like Drake Nugent, we saw what happened to him this past draft. But, all things considered, look, I am a fan of Kaden Strayhorn. He's a former Michigan State legacy. This kid is nasty, and we love nasty offensive linemen in our system. Kids that smash, he does. We will watch the tape. He is 6'3", 295 already. Another IMG. We have 2 IMG kids today. Let's see if we can keep that trend going. There is a linebacker out there, if anyone's paying attention to recruiting, where things seem to be trending pretty well. We'll have more on that on Tuesday, though. But all right, let's get to his film and check him out. He doesn't have, unfortunately, full season film, so we're going to be looking at some individual game tape, and that's perfectly fine. We'll do that. So let's get it. So as we can see here, so I'll start it over. He's playing right tackle. Okay, he's right here. Watch him drive his man to the ground. You're going to see that a lot consistently with his film, especially in the next clip. Just watch how nasty he is. Like, he's coming from the point of attack, stays low. Look at him drive his man 5 yards, 6 yards, gets him to the ground at the end. Strong and pass pro, then drives his man. Like, this is what I'm talking about here. And remember, we talked about this with Donovan Johnson. The competition at IMG is, well, actually, this is Catholic Central. This is when he was this was before IMG. I'm now looking at this on the field. So he was previously played for Detroit Catholic Central and then transferred to IMG. So we're watching film from Detroit Catholic Central, but still, regardless, the film is translating. He's driving his man off the block, staying low, good balance, physical, first contact. I like his leverage point. And, like, look at the whistle blows, and you can see he's still continuing. He's still playing. Every single clip you see, and these are just individual game highlights, so it's actually kind of impressive because a lot of kids have to put together a bunch of different games to see a similar approach. But we're watching just with one game. We'll watch another game after this. A similar attack to his style of play. Let's get to it. And that's what's impressive to me is, like, you just see a kid with consistency game to game, right? So here we are. Sound base, doesn't get moved off the block, keeps the leverage, and look at him engage inside. I mean, I just think we have a very sound prospect here. This is one of those kids that's going to take 2, possibly 3 years to develop, but when he is ready, I expect him. I didn't love his leverage on that last play, but look at him just drive his guy to the ground, going to the whistle. Just a very physical runner we got, or a pass blocker, run blocker we have here. And that's what we're going to need for this offensive line. This is your Oluwatimi. This is your Drake Nugent, like, future. Your Greg Crippen, who is now going to be the center of the future for Michigan, and drives his man to the ground again. Like, you just love to see the nastiness, and that's what you want on your offensive lineman. We are a physical power run team. This dude is a savage. He is a dog, and I'm very happy to have him in the class. This is a very good addition. I am happy with this addition. If anyone has been paying attention to our recruiting updates, we give them weekly, Tuesday and Thursday, if necessary. We did this Thursday because of official visit season weekend. This was one of my locks, so I am now 9-0 on my locks. There is more to come. There's a lot more to come, actually. And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locks pending, and I feel good about every single one of them. And I may even add a new one this Tuesday show. We will see, though, what I hear on Intel, if I feel comfortable enough to go forward with it. But regardless, what we have, gentlemen and ladies watching, is another offensive lineman who is going to be in the trenches fighting for opportunity over the long term, like the next few years. So let's look at our overall class now. I noticed 247 did update Donovan Johnson to the class. Let's look at the cumulative. I prefer the cumulative over the 247 or the composite, which is the cumulative, over just 247's ranking. And here we are with a strong foundation of blue chip players, guys. We have 8 blue chip players and 1 3-star, and Jasper Parker, in my opinion, is better than his ranking. So we're looking good. We did add Kaden Strayhorn, who's also a 3-star, but guys, again, who gives a crap? Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as the player and the film match. That's what matters. That's what Michigan goes for. There were some concerns from some people in our comments on our videos. Is Michigan star chasing? Is Michigan going to stop pursuing culture guys? Diamonds in the rough, and I wouldn't consider Kaden Strayhorn a diamond in the rough. I would just consider him an undervalued prospect with major upside. I mean, this kid has the type of upside where really he could be a all Big Ten center. Like, that's the type of prospect I'm looking at. He's just straight up nasty, physical, embraces and engages contact. And I just think we added another strong addition to the class. And this is what a lot of schools miss when, like, Michigan's hit rate is so high on these things. And the reason why is because they're finding kids who just translate well to the next level. I do think he will translate well to the next level. So let's take a look now at the depth chart, the updated depth chart of our class. Let me switch up. I got to switch it up real quick. All right, we should be good to go. And here we are. So we got Kaden Strayhorn at safety. He will be a safety, even though he's playing right tackle at IMG, played right tackle at Detroit Catholic Central. We're going to have him slotted here. This is where he will be. As you can see, we are going to build from the trenches out. There's another player that I will discuss that I have locked that I do feel will be committing shortly, and that's Maxwell Roy. He's also visiting this weekend. I'm not sure he's going to commit today. I do think there's another player on the verge of committing today, but we will get to that later. If it happens, I will make another video. But this is our class. We are now at a class of 10. We have a good 40% of our class full, roughly speaking, depending if they want to take some extras. And it's building. I mean, we have a strong blue chip base here with 8 4-stars. We have 2 3-stars in Kaden Strayhorn and Jasper Parker, who personally I'm a fan of. I had no issues with any players we've added to the class. I will make a comment on the Donovan Johnson video. I feel like some people misrepresented what I was saying. I am saying there is debate amongst the community, and if you are not aware of this debate, then my friends, you are not tapped into the community, because there is a lot of debate right now. And that is simply taking a running back prior to seeing him recover from his injury, as when there is other elite prospects available. Now, this is a Kaden Strayhorn video, so we will stay there, but I'm just simply saying I am in observation mode and I am rooting for the kid. Please do not take my video any further than that. We are going to, again, if I find a prospect I'm not happy about, I will communicate that, but I will also be very honest in my approach in my prospect evaluations, where whatever the situation is or dictates, we're going to talk about it. It's not always going to be high praise and wonderful things. There are realities to things. There are polarities to every recruitment, and that's just speaking of the Donovan Johnson recruitment. But to the Kaden Strayhorn commitment, where we are is we added a very strong trench player who should and could anchor the offensive line for years to come. And you just love to see it. So hats off to Sharon Moore, Grant Newsome, adding another dog to the class. I'm very happy with it. There was some unfortunate news with Douglas Utu. He seems to be trending to Tennessee. That's a quick update. We will obviously have more recruiting news on our Tuesday show. And if anything drops, I will be on here to drop some more intel or perspective. You can follow me at TJ_Ronan on Twitter. I'm on there talking recruiting. And also, you can follow us on our Tuesday show. We have our Tuesday show, Michigan Live, Michigan Wolverines Live. That's on at 8 p.m. We will definitely be hitting recruiting. There is so much news. Like that's going to take majority of our show. We have our Thursday show at 8 p.m., which is a call-in show. Call in, talk recruiting. We could talk anything from team to obviously recruiting to coaching, opinions, college football, Big Ten, whatever. It's always available. And then obviously we have our daily videos that are dropping every single day. Ferris is going to do a recruiting video this week on Smash the Numbers. That's going to release Thursday. Wednesday, we're hoping to we have an interview with a booster that is pretty fascinating that we think a lot of you guys will really enjoy it. That's going to be dropping tentatively on Wednesday. And then Tuesday, we have our Point a Minute segment with our boys, Mac and Cliff. They're going to be dropping that. So as always, stay tuned to Michigan Football, the voice of college football. And until next time, maybe today, it's Go Blue.